Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're diving into a feeling that so many of us know way too well, that sense of dread or anxiety that just hits you the moment you wake up. In this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain on the biology behind it and show you how to start working with your body, not against it. You ready? Let's get into it.
You know the feeling I'm talking about, right? It's that heavy cloud, that racing mind, and it's there before your feet have even had a chance to hit the floor. If you felt this, I promise you, you are so far from alone. This isn't some personal failing or a sign that you're weak. It's a common, really unsettling, and deeply biological experience. Okay, so to really understand morning anxiety, we've got to meet the main character in our story, cortisol. Now, I know, it gets a really bad rap as the stress hormone, but in the morning, its main job is actually to get you going, to fire up your body's engine for the day. This whole process actually has a name. It's called the cortisol awakening response, or CAR for short. And it's this totally predictable and natural surge of cortisol that's designed to get you out of bed and ready to face the world. You can think of it like your body's own built-in alarm clock. And believe me, it doesn't have a snooze button.
And listen, this isn't some tiny little bump. No way. We are talking about a huge spike, a jump of anywhere from 38 to 75%. It's this incredibly powerful biological signal that's basically shouting at your body, all right, it's showtime. So what's the point of this whole hormonal rush? Well, yeah, it mobilizes your energy, helps you focus, but there's something else going on that's really interesting. This whole response is actually driven by your hippocampus. That's your brain's memory center. It's already scanning the docket for the day, right? It's anticipating your meetings, your deadlines, all those potential stressors before you're even fully awake. And that is often where the content of your anxiety comes from.
Okay, so we've got our engine starter, cortisol, which is getting us ready for all the day's tasks. Now, let's introduce the second key player in this drama, the amygdala. This is your brain's ancient, hardwired fear center. It's the part of you that is always on the lookout for threats. And here is the crucial twist in the story. Research shows that when you're in darkness, your amygdala is naturally more active. It's more on alert. It's a primal thing, right? A holdover from our ancestors when darkness literally meant danger. So when you wake up in the morning, your fear center is already kind of primed and ready to go.
So this is where it all clicks into place. It's a simple but really powerful formula. You've got this massive, energizing surge of cortisol hitting your system at the exact same time that your brain's fear center is still on high alert from the darkness. And what's the result? Yup, that vague, unsettling cloud of anxiety.
But here is the good news, and honestly, it's kind of the hero of our story. Brain scans show us something absolutely incredible. The moment the brain is exposed to light, the activity in that fear center, the amygdala, it just goes down. You can see it right there. Light literally acts like a dimmer switch, turning down the volume on your fear response. Let's just break that down to make it super clear. In the dark, your amygdala's buzzing, totally ready for threats. But when you introduce light, its activity gets suppressed. It just chills out. And that allows your brain to shift gears from being ready for threats to being ready for the day.
So, now that we're armed with all this amazing science, what do we actually do with it? How do we put it into practice? Let's look at a really simple but effective morning routine that works with your biology.
The moment you wake up, and I mean before you even think about checking your phone, just think of these 3 steps. Number 1, let the light in immediately. Open the blinds, flick on a lamp, whatever it takes to turn on that dimmer switch for your amygdala. 2, drink a big glass of water to rehydrate your system. And 3, just take a few deep, intentional breaths to send a signal to your nervous system that you're safe. And for that breathing part, here's a super simple and powerful technique you can try. It's called square breathing, and it's so easy to remember. You just inhale for a count of 4, hold your breath for 4, exhale for 4, and then hold again for 4. Doing this just 8 or 10 times can have a huge calming effect on your physical stress response. Okay, so those first few minutes of your day are absolutely crucial. But you can also build up your long-term resilience by bringing in some habits that support your body's natural rhythms all day long. So let's run through a few of these science-backed strategies. Making sure your blood sugar is stable by getting enough protein, that helps prevent any unnecessary cortisol spikes later in the day. Magnesium-rich foods are fantastic because magnesium is like a natural chill pill for your nervous system. And even simple stuff, like singing in the shower, can activate your body's relaxation response.
And finally, making sure you get total darkness at night with an eye mask, that can seriously improve your sleep quality, which helps regulate your whole system for the next day.
So really, the big takeaway here is about shifting your whole perspective. Morning anxiety isn't some battle that you have to fight and win every single day. It's more like a conversation. It's just your body running its morning startup sequence, and now you know how to be part of that process.
I really want you to let this sink in. That feeling you get in the morning, it is not a flaw in your character. It's simply a biological signal. And just like any signal, once you understand what it's trying to tell you, you can respond to it effectively instead of letting it control you.
So I'll leave you with this question. Now that you know about your cortisol, your amygdala, and the incredible power of light, what's the one small thing you're going to do differently tomorrow morning to start a new kind of conversation with your body?